What did Gordie Howe mean to you and your family?
Well, yeah, Gordie Howe meant a lot, starting with my grandpa, who was a big hockey fan in probably the 30s, and 20s and 30s, and that was before Gordie Howe. But then my dad and my grandpa come over to our house on Saturday nights. There'd be Hockey Night in Canada on, and if the Wings were on versus Toronto or Montreal, we could see them, and Gordie Howe would be playing. And it was a good night, and his legacy, or he just lasted through our whole life. Because when I had kids, about 15 years ago, I took him to meet Gordie Howe, and he got his autograph, and he talked to us. He's a really kind man. So when he died, I felt like of course not a personal loss, but I don't have any sports figures that I really look up to, but Gordie Howe was really one of them.
Why did you look up to Gordie Howe?
I think because he was just a simple man. They say he was from a farming family in Western Canada, and he just kept that image. He never had a superstar celebrity image. He just was always kind of seemed like a regular guy who just had tremendous hockey skills, and he always was nice to his fans and his teammates. He just really was beloved in Detroit and hockey in general.
He visited your grandfather in the hospital?
Yeah, that's right. I think it was probably around 1968. My grandfather, my dad's dad, was in a nursing home, and he was not well. He died that year, so it may have been in that fall or winter, but just one night he just showed up, and we have a photo. Somebody at the nursing home took a photo, but he had heard my grandpa was a big fan, and this apparently was not unusual for him to hear these things and then get the information he needed, and without anybody knowing it, he would be there, and he wasn't there long. I don't know, but he just showed up with this nice photo and kind of cemented that idea. When I was only a teenager then, so that was a really, really powerful thing to think about.
What do you hope that today's young athletes will learn from Gordie's legacy?
I would hope they would think more about how lucky they are to be playing a game for a living, and to remember that if people didn't care about it, they wouldn't be making the money. So they should take the time, especially for kids. I don't think they need to worry about the adult fans, but when kids want just a moment of their time, whether it's an autograph or just to shake their hand, to give it and to do the volunteer kind of things like you hear athletes doing, but if they all did these things, and include giving a lot of their money too to hospitals and charities and things, I wish they'd learn about that. And of course, a lot of athletes do those things now too.